Qual é a sua opinião?
In next year, will there be another UFC live here in Rio or in another Brazilian city? Because this was a success. What's your opinion?
We might be here every weekend.
Talvez a gente venha todo final de semana.
Oh, for Anderson Silva, you know, what happens next is we got to get together. We'll talk to him, see what he's thinking about and what he wants to do.
I say he fights 2 guys.
Forrest thinks he should fight 2 guys at the same time.
O que a gente vai fazer é conversar com ele, ver qual é a intenção dele, o que ele quer fazer. E como já foi traduzido, aliás, como o Dana já repetiu, o Forrest acha que ele tem que lutar com 2 ao mesmo tempo.
Forrest is our new matchmaker. Yeah, the reality is that, you know, one thing I want to make clear, and I've been saying this for a long time, this guy is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. There's no debate. You're out of your mind if you don't think that this guy is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
Com certeza, o Anderson é o melhor peso por peso no mundo. E vocês estariam loucos se achassem diferente. Ele, com certeza, é o melhor peso por peso.
And people will say, oh, he needs to be challenged. The 185-pound division has a ton of great fighters. The reality is that this guy is so good, he makes it look like it's not.
A divisão de peso dele, de 185 libras, tem um monte de bons lutadores, mas a realidade é que ele é tão fantástico que ele faz com que os outros lutadores, que faz com que a divisão aparente ser fácil, e na realidade não é fácil.
So I think there's a couple of other fights out there for him at 85, and I mean it's very clear, number one, that the fans want to see this fight. And George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva are both getting into a position here pretty soon. First of all, they both only want big fights. But they're getting into a position here where that fight's going to make sense. I honestly believe that if, you know, there's a couple more fights for Anderson and George and they both win, I honestly don't know if there's a stadium big enough to hold that fight.
Eu fiquei muito feliz também em estar no Brasil. Acho que foi além do que eu imaginava. Eu esperava um grande show, com certeza, mas não tanto. Acho que realmente o povo brasileiro é um povo que tem uma energia muito boa e que empurra e incentiva muita gente. Então, essa vitória, com certeza, é de todos que me ajudaram, o mestre Rafael, meu irmão, o Babalu, o Eduardo, o Tuba, a galera toda da Kings, Verdun, o Daniel, Serafim, Charles, todo mundo. Então, obrigado a todos, galera, e com certeza espero voltar ao card do UFC Brasil.
Okay, I'm going to go from back to front. First, all of the names that he mentioned, and I won't remember, he's thanking all of them for their amazing help. And he wants to say that it was a really, really strong emotion for him to be fighting in front of this public and counting on everybody's warmth and cheer to go forward.
If you could just put into words or describe what you think went wrong out there for you tonight.
Forrest, eu queria que você descrevesse ou colocasse em palavras a sua opinião sobre o que você acha que pode ter acontecido de errado, o que aconteceu de errado hoje.
I mean, I'm not really 100% sure. I know I had a lot of opportunities to go, and I didn't go. I didn't, you know, kind of the game plan was to get off after he would kind of miss, and he missed a couple times big, and I just stood there and let him get, let him off the hook. That was a big part of, you know, that. I didn't stay in the rhythm I wanted to. I had a pretty decent camp going into this, pretty good since, 9 weeks since the last time we were here. Just setting in, you know, I think that's a fight that I definitely could have done a lot better. So it sucks when you do poorly at your job, you know.
Just one follow-up for you, Forrest. You were talking this week how you weren't, very happy to travel. You'd like to stay home. Do you think that sort of affected your mindset at all, or your preparation this week?
Forrest, essa semana você mencionou que não gosta muito de viajar, prefere ficar em casa. Você acha que essa situação afetou aí como você estava mentalmente para essa luta?
I would like to use that as an excuse, but we ended up fighting so late that we actually ended up fighting on Vegas time because we're 4 hours behind. So we actually we fought. We were out there like 10, 11, something crazy. So that's actually like prime time for me. So.
Bem, eu adoraria usar isso aí como desculpas, mas a gente lutou tão tarde na noite que o horário na realidade estava compatível com o fuso de Vegas. Então, para mim, era, na realidade, o prime time, o horário pico. Então, eu, de fato, gostaria de usar como desculpa, mas não
also, if I have to do this again, I know I have to bring everything, because you cannot get Pepto-Bismol here, apparently.
One thing I want to say about Forrest, too, and I want to thank him, and I appreciate the fact that he took this fight. His wife is literally getting ready to deliver their baby in Las Vegas right now. So we're going to try to get him home as fast as we can.
Uma coisa que é muito importante, eu queria muito agradecer ao Forrest por estar aqui conosco hoje. A esposa dele está literalmente prestes dar à luz ao bebê deles hoje, então a gente está querendo que ele volte o mais rápido possível para casa hoje.
So thank you, Forrest.
Então, obrigado, Forrest.
If I had known it was going to work out like this, I would not have taken the fight. I thought I was supposed to have 9 more days.
Gente, essa semana eu fui contratado há praticamente 3 dias atrás pelo time do Internacional de Porto Alegre. E eu acompanho o meu Twitter, né? Quero fazer a propaganda aqui.
I was hired by the Inter from Porto Alegre just 3 days back, and I follow along with my Twitter. I need to make the advertisement about that.
E o @Minotauro MMA, e eu consegui acho que 10 mil novos seguidores de um dia para o outro.
My tweet is at Minotauro.
Minotauro MMA.
At Minotauro MMA, and in just 3 days I got 10,000 new followers. That he was the one that gave that to him.
Você deve ter me dado uns 4 mil, porque aquele garoto tem 3 milhões de seguidores. Né?
Yeah, you maybe gave me 4,000 followers. That boy has millions of followers.
E eu acho que eu nunca recebi tantas mensagens assim de apoio, tão, né? Acho que o pessoal do Sul, realmente, do Internacional, são torcedores super vibrantes, assim, e recebi muitas mensagens de apoio.
I've never received so many support messages, and I think the people from Porto Alegre that root for Inter are really supportive and sent these to me.
E na quarta-feira eles disputaram uma partida de futebol e eles botaram um speech meu no telão para todo mundo escutar ali, e os jogadores também fizeram uma fita. Hoje eu saindo pro ginásio aqui, eu recebi um recado dele, todos se juntaram, né? O Damião, todos os craques do time me dando um apoio. Eu vim pra cá, isso pra mim é uma grande coisa, são grandes jogadores que estão me dando um apoio assim antes da luta.
On this past Wednesday there was a soccer match, and during the soccer match Inter showed on a large screen messages sent by him from everybody. A message by Minotauro to the crowd.
Supporting the team.
Supporting the team, thank you.
Eles foram campeões, né? E eles foram campeões.
These guys were the champions. The Inter team was the champion. And today, when he was on his way here, he also received a bunch of messages and support from these guys. And he says that felt really special to him. That was a lot of motivation with soccer. But do you believe there may be a dangerous track that this could follow into? I don't know if you recall, but during one of the moments during your fight, people started cursing at Corinthians.
Eu acho que não é o time em si. Eu acho que é a combinação desses clubes estarem apoiando um novo esporte. E a gente poder ter uma referência maior desse esporte para as crianças que a gente tem no Brasil.
I don't think it's an issue of the teams themselves, but the fact that the teams are supporting a new sport. And I think that this can provide or lead on to kids having a new reference of sport.
Eu acho que a gente que os fãs têm que entender é que a gente pode e consegue mudar muita coisa no nosso país.
I think what we need to make clear and to have our fans understand is that not only can we, but we should improve and change a lot of things in our country.
A gente não está aqui para defender a bandeira de um time, a gente está aqui para defender a bandeira do Brasil em pró a um futuro maior para esse esporte.
We're not here to defend the jerseys of a team, but instead to defend Brazil so that we can have a better future for the sport.
A gente tem que tentar se unir, porque aqui o Minotauro está vestindo a camisa de um clube, o Shogun com certeza vai vestir a camisa de outro clube, a gente está contando que o Zé Aldo também vai vestir a camisa do Flamengo, e a gente treina junto, a gente está sempre um torcendo para o outro, e é isso que a gente quer passar para os fãs. Então, eu acho que esse negócio de torcer contra ou vaiar não é o caminho. O que a gente está aqui trabalhando em prol do Brasil. A gente hoje mostrou que o Brasil é uma grande potência nesse esporte e a gente pode mudar.
Okay. So it's not a matter of the teams being separated, but instead of us joining up. So we have here Minotauro is wearing the Inter colors. I'm pretty sure Shogun will wear colors soon. I'm wearing Corinthians. It's been said that José Aldo may wear the Flamengo colors, and we all train together. We're not rivals. We train together and help each other. And I think tonight was a great example of what the talent and the potential that we have in the sport. This as a country, not as a team.
Eu acho que a tua pergunta é uma pergunta muito interessante, assim, eu acho que com certeza o Brasil é o país do futebol e a galera coloca os sentimentos na frente do clube, né? Mas eu sou profissional e se eu tiver uma proposta que eu acho digna, uma proposta que eu acho que é uma proposta justa, eu aceitaria, porque eu vivo disso e esse é o meu ponto de cada dia. Mas com certeza teria que ser uma coisa bem pensada, realmente porque a galera coloca os sentimentos na frente do clube.
Okay, it's oftentimes that we see people are putting their feelings before the club, and this needs to be rethought because, for example, I live from the sport, so if I made a good offer, I'm likely going to take it. So people really need to think about not putting their feelings before the club, but instead of promoting it for everybody.